Some important news for parents of preschoolers in Henderson County. School officials have new opportunities for this upcoming school year. Gabe Pontonis joins us after speaking with school officials on what those options are. Gabe?
Well, Rob, officials say dedicated preschool classrooms are coming to 4 public elementary schools in the county. This brings the number up to 5 total locations. They say the added capacity will allow even more students to gain crucial early education. Back in 2012, the district consolidated preschools all over the county and opened the Thelma B. Johnson Early Learning Center. Since then, it's served thousands of Henderson preschoolers, but now there will be more options. Officials say dedicated preschool classrooms will be added to Chandler, Cairo, Niagara, and Spotsville elementaries.
We know the importance of early learning, and for our students to be kindergarten ready, it reflects them all the way through their senior year of high school and into their adulthood. And so we know that importance, and so we wanted to offer even more opportunities for our community, for our families, all in the pursuit of excellence.
Officials say this will hopefully make it easier on parents. We spoke to one resident who went to preschool before the 2012 consolidation and says this early education being at the elementary schools is a great thing.
It's really good news, especially with the high demand that we have for children needing a place to go for childcare. I actually went to preschool at my former elementary school in Niagara, which happens to be in the county. And some of the people that I met while there, I still know till this day, still keep contact with. So it's also a great way to socialize our younger generations as well.
The program will be open to kids ages 3 and 4 and will be all day Monday through Thursday. Officials say the first Thelma B. Johnson class is graduating high school now, and they can see the effects of the early education.
Our class of 2026 was actually the first preschoolers in our Thelma B. Johnson Early Learning Center, so they're the first class to graduate, and we have seen the success of that early learning program, so we know that there's so much opportunity to grow and reach even more students.
Officials say if you want to register for preschool or any other grade, sign-ups will begin March 18th.